Welcome to Tuesday Truths. I'm Andrew, your host, and today we're diving into the most powerful moments from this week's conversation with this week's amazing, inspiring guest. These are clips, but they're also insights that'll change how you see your own journey. So let's get right into it.
I mean, I've always been an entrepreneur since I was 18, and we'll go back to that on my journey. But I've always been an entrepreneur, but it just went to another level. I won Great British Entrepreneur of the Year.
Hold on.
I don't know whether you've got a picture, Andy. Let's see the
I've got
pictures.
a picture. Is it this one?
It's that one. And I
There
didn't
we
just
go.
win one, I won two.
One, two. Is this the second one? Here it is, the second one.
Yes, that's it. And Jill looks quite hot on that, I'm not going to lie. And so does my friends and family.
Ishmaels will say so herself.
Set of boobs, Jill. Yes.
Well, I wasn't going to say that. Your husband's got my number, so he might phone me.
I'm just joking. So, yeah, I was the only person up to that point in the last, I think it was 12, 13 years, who's ever been up for 3 categories. And I won 2. So, one of the ones that I won was a special award that I didn't know I was getting. And it was out of 10,000 people. And it was a special award by John Carswell. Now, he is the billionaire who sold Phones for You. And he owns children. So he owns 2 charities, Carswell Youth and Carswell Children. Might want to tag him into this actually.
Yeah, we will.
And he chose me for a special award for the amazing work that I do. And that was in November, the end of November 2023. And I got invited to his house in 2024, which is only 2 months later, but obviously it'd been the new year. His house, a £400 million house in Mayfair, absolutely on another level. And I got a little phone call because I'm quite close with his charity. I started working with the charity and doing a lot for the charity, and I spent time with people. So I was going down to his big massive centre in Stoke, £16 million building that he built out of his own money. It's worth 26 now, so he's quids in. I started to get really close with the staff, so I get a phone call to say, just a little heads up, make sure you bring socks or slippers to John's because you're not getting any high heels. So I was like, okay, noted, thank God for that. Then I seen the guest list and I was like, shit, I need to literally, something has got to bring the attention on me because this is my only one shot to be in this room, do you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so I got told Rod Stewart was going to be there, Penny Lancaster. They actually didn't turn up on the night, but you had Jimmy Choo, you had Karen Millen, you had some of the biggest, most successful. Peter Andre was there. You name it. I know. It's like the room was filled. You know, Will I Am with his good friend Tim Wade. You know, the room was filled, and then just really rich people basically. And I was like, okay, I seen this guest list. I probably missed a loads of amazing people out, but I can't think off the top of my head. And I was thinking, I weren't allowed to bring a +1. So I had to walk into this room and I was like, how can I bring all eyes on me? So are you ready for this? Do you remember the Labyrinth with David Bowie?
Yeah.
Do you? You're just saying it, you look like you're
like...
No,
I genuinely do, yeah.
So there's so much from things that have happened in my childhood right the way up to being a teenager, you know, things I've done that I haven't been proud of. I was a little tea leaf when I was a kid. I was surviving in a city council estate, you know, and to really realise like where my path, I could run circles around anyone who's corporate, or because I've survived in areas that it was the most difficult upbringing. I've had businesses in the most roughest places in the country. I've had a pub that was like stick to the paths off the moors. It was like Star Wars bar where they rob the eyeballs out your head if they could. I was literally had my boxing gloves on every night. You name it, I've had a really difficult, like I've nearly I was very
nearly ended your life as well.
Basically, I flatlines when I had my 4th child, so we can talk about that. I got one of the rarest illnesses you could get, where I was contagious on Barry and nursing for a week. There's just so much that I could go through that's happened. Obviously, I've touched on a few of the assholes that I've had in my life. But yeah, it's an eventful journey, so I want you all to carry on listening because there's so much that I can give, and I really want to talk about my journey as a philanthropist and a humanitarian because it's amazing, and I want people to follow. And I've just come up with, I'm launching an app after the summer, and it's going to give every young person in the UK, 16 to 24, a guaranteed job, and it is amazing. And I have been contacted, and it is now on the road to becoming a Nobel Peace Prize winning app.
Love that.
So I'll leave it at that in terms of that's just a quick FYI of what's coming next time.
Well, everybody, there you heard it right here from Jill. It's the end of the first week. We'll meet again and come back next week to listen to Jill. And I mean, what a cliffhanger. I won't end with my typical 3 questions for this week because we're going to have Jill back next week and we're going to meet and do the next part because everybody needs to hear it. But until then Jill has to run off.
A different hairstyle and a different colour.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, and we'll have
never my hairstyle, never my hair.
And we'll do different front covers, so it'll be all good. It'll be all good. Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. And Andy, thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely. No, thank you. It's been an honour. And everybody, have a great... Stay on the line, though, Jill, because we need to upload this, so stay there.
Cost and quality in terms of... right now, Ofsted are like coming down so hard on local authority. For you, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much, you'll have oxygen. Coming down on local authority for policing in anything less than a good. So, you know, you've got that quality is there, but it's also comes down to what you're getting for the money and how much the money is per week. And if they can save and get away with things, they will.
So is it I'm guessing from you then, is this not a good process then? A good way of doing it?
No, because there's a lot now. In my area, there's 64% increase in care providers in Lancashire in the last 12 months. Every Tom, Dick and Harry knows that the money in care is they're seeing it as like their meal ticket, you know, their lottery ticket. And Ofsted are letting them all open. So now you've got loads of providers that are not rated yet, getting referrals at a cheaper price, and good providers like me, and in this competitive pool that it's really having an impact on our businesses. So we're now looking at changing the model and changing the offering because the care sector is not what it is. You've got a lot of criminals filtering money through through academics, opening care companies now. It's an epidemic. So basically they've gone from selling drugs to buying children, really, in a phase. They're using the money to house children that have come from criminal activity. And I can say, and I will stand in front of anyone or stand anywhere in whatever government, in front of whatever governing body. The factual evidence is actually accurate. I could give the 30 companies that I know that's come from that, at least in my local area. Because the person behind the money is not getting looked into, the due diligence is not going. You know, all they're seeing is the registered person, the registered provider, and doing checks on them. And the money is coming, obviously it's not coming from cash, you know, it's filtered through businesses, but the source of it is criminal activity.
Well, it sounds like we need more people like yourself in that industry to really, really care as well, doesn't it? Yeah, this is a whole new world for me. Wow. Okay. Some of the other businesses that you do then, you're big in a few. You've got 4 more, is that right?
Yeah, I've got about 30 properties, so I've got a property portfolio in Dubai and in the UK. I do that. Some of them are like commercial properties. I don't know why I keep yawning, I'm so sorry. Please, you don't have to edit
more sleep.
I'm
not editing it.
I'm
not editing it. People will just see the real Jill. It'll sell more.
Listen, if it was the real Jill, I'd have my PJs on and I'd be like, I'd literally would have my hair in a scruffy bun. Yeah, and I'd just look like a tramp, basically. That's the real Jill. So it's the portfolio, and I've got commercial property. So I own like commercial units with flats on top and stuff like that. So I own land across the UK. I also have a tech company, which is something that I want to move on to before the end of our time.
What you just witnessed is only a snippet of our amazing conversation this week. This is what Leading Our Own Way is all about. Real stories, real transformation. If you're watching this before Wednesday, part 1 dropped yesterday and part 2 releases tomorrow. But if you're already here after Wednesday, all parts are available now. Head to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts and every other major platform, and look for the numbers on the bottom left-hand corner of the episode's covers to start with part 1. Trust me, you don't want to miss this incredible journey.